Hey everyone, welcome to the C&J channel. So in this video, I wanted to talk about a little set of handmade watercolors that I got from the Feria Puro Diseño, and I talk about that feria in another video, but basically I had gone there mainly to check out the feria, but also to get my mother-in-law a birthday present. And so when I saw these watercolors, I knew I couldn't get the biggest set, which I really wanted. So I instead chose the smallest set she had because it was a good mixing set. It had a blue, a red, a yellow, and a black. And so it would be a good start, and I knew if I ended up wanting more, I could always just go online and buy a bigger set. Also, I wasn't even sure if I would like these watercolors. Like, I knew I probably would, but I've never used handmade watercolors before, and these looked highly granulating. And so I'm not used to that in my work. So I'm not sure right now how I will use this. But for now, I think it's a really good set for sketching with. Like, just sticking to 4 colors and having a very monochromatic palette, I think, or a very limited palette, is very helpful to speeding up my sketching process. So the artist who made these is named Sylvie Keisha, and she is from Santiago del Estero. And she uses natural dyes and pigments, mainly from food waste, trees, and plants. And apparently she uses curcuma or turmeric for her yellow, sapanwood, which is from a tree, for her red, and indigo, which is a plant, for her blue, and gallnut, which comes from the oak tree, I believe, for her black. But this little set cost me 4,500 pesos, so that's about 13 US dollars right now. And her most expensive set was 12,000 pesos, so that would be around 34 US dollars right now. And I'll of course include a link to her website in the description down below. So the first color I swatched is the black, and it was more of a gray, really. I wasn't able to get it to be fully black, and so I was a little disappointed at first, but I think it is really nice. Like, I could get very subtle effects with this color and do a very nice graphite or monochromatic gray painting. So yeah, I do like it a lot. And the next color I swatched was indigo, and after the black or the gray, I was really pleasantly surprised by how intense this color was. It's really beautiful. I'm not sure how light fast these colors are. If anyone knows, how light fast is indigo or turmeric or sapanwood and so on, please tell me in the comments. So now I'm swatching the red, the sapanwood, but it to me it wasn't really a red. It looked more like an intense potter's pink, a color I really love. So I really love this color. I love how granulating it is. And so now I'm just playing around, mixing it up with the colors around it. The indigo flowed really well. It's really nice. And here I am playing with the colors some more. And lastly, I'm swatching the yellow or turmeric. And look how granulating that color is. It's also really vibrant. I mean, I assume you can dye your clothing with turmeric. I've never tried that, but now I'm kind of curious. And now I'm mixing it up with the other colors. I wanted to see if it would turn into a green on the page. I didn't really try to do that during the swatching session, you know, in a palette on the side, mixing the blue and the yellow to make a green and so forth. But I was able to do that later. But the way the colors mixed just on the paper, I thought was really nice. Like the red with the yellow was not really an orange, but a very vibrant pink. To me, it looks more like a pink or maybe a salmon color. And there with the red and the indigo, I got a little bit of purple. So it is really interesting how these colors mix together and the colors they make. I mean, they don't react the same way as normal watercolors. So I didn't quite get the colors I would get, like say with my Winsor & Newton palette or my Van Gogh colors. So it was really fun to play with these colors, and I'm really curious to try the others now. Even though she doesn't have a full range of colors, like I said, like I didn't see a full range of greens or purples, but the colors she does have are really lovely, and it would be interesting to work in a limited palette and just to play around with those kinds of colors. So here I'm testing the set as a sketching tool. I really wanted to see if I could get a green from the yellow and the blue, and I was able to get a green, but it was pretty muted, which I liked. I liked the green I was able to get. And here are my finished sketches. So I tried a little wet and wet in some of the flowers, but the paints did not react the way I hoped they would. So I think that's more an issue of me needing to get used to the paints, though, because I've never used granulating paints before. And now I'm mixing the granulating colors in this set with the non-granulating colors in my Winsor & Newton set. Like right now I'm mixing Sappenwood with Winsor & Newton Opera Pink to give Opera Pink a nice texture when it usually is satin smooth. And now I'm mixing the yellow or Sukuma with Winsor & Newton Blue. I wanted to see what kind of green I would make with this combination, but it made more of a turquoise than a green. And now I'm mixing the yellow with Winsor & Newton Cerulean. And this combination made a nice earthy green. And now I'm mixing the indigo with Winsor & Newton Permanent Rose. I wanted to see what kind of purple or violet this combination would make, and I really like that combination. It's a really pretty purple. And you can see it has some texture there as well, but that smoothed out as it dried though. And now I'm mixing indigo with Opera Pink again. And this made more of a muted purple. And now you can see the color combinations after they had dried. And I think adding this to my Winsor & Newton set when I need to is a really great way to create texture. Like I can see using it for backgrounds or natural subjects. And what I really like about it is how the graininess isn't from black. It's a darker shade of the color it is. I mean, like in these swatches, I'm comparing these colors, these 4 colors, to my 3 granulating Van Goghs. And the granulation comes from adding oxide black. So I have Van Gogh Dusk Violet, Van Gogh Dusk Green, and oxide black. And you can see when the colors separate, the graininess comes from black. It's not a deeper version of the violet or the green. And you can really see that now that the colors are dry. See, you see violet and black, and green and black, and black and black. So I really love this set. I have to experiment with how to use it because, like I said, I'm not used to granulating colors, but it looks so much fun to play with. So thank you so much for watching this video, and hope to see you next time. Ciao!